let me ask you a question. Are you finding it hard to go through the difficult times that the entire world is facing? The lockdown, the COVID-19, everything, the deaths that are going on throughout the entire world. Yes, you're in the right place, because in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 practical steps that will help you go through difficult times. And without wasting any time, let's go straight into it. So, tactic number 1, I want you to start practicing gratitude on a daily basis. I know you've heard this so many times, but guess what? For me, what I believe is when you're going through difficult times, gratitude will give you a different perspective. And this is how I want you to practice gratitude. Say, every morning or every night before you go to bed, I want you to write down the things you are grateful for. But the first one on your list that will keep you going through difficult times, make this a daily. I want you to be grateful that you are still alive. Why do I want you to start with this? Because think of all the lives that have been lost since COVID hit the entire world. Think of all the lives that have been lost and how people have been grieving for their friends, for their relatives, for their loved ones. And let that be the starting point of gratitude before you write anything down. So I want you to be grateful for being alive. The fact that you're still standing, the fact that you're still here, even when you're affected by COVID, the fact that you haven't lost your life, I want you to say thanks that you woke up today. I want you to say thanks that you managed to go through the day. Today, you're still on your 2 feet. And then when you go through the rest of the list of the things you're grateful for, not only do I want you to say what you're grateful for, but I want you to say the reason why you're grateful for that thing that you have written down. So you write down what you're grateful for and why. Because when you think about why, it's going to get more ingrained into your subconscious. Not only that, further, I want you to really feel the gratitude just for being alive, just for that thing you've written down, and the why is what's going to create the feeling. So you say, I'm grateful that I'm still alive. I'm grateful that I managed to go to the gym because it's going to make me stay healthy and vibrant and young. See, that's how I want you to approach gratitude in 3 steps. The first one is because you're still alive. 2, why you're still alive. So once you do that, then guess what? Every day you're going to start seeing a different perspective. Even when you're going through hard times, it doesn't matter what times you're going through. If you start with that, guess what? It's going to raise your vibration. Okay, tactic number 2. I want you to contact someone that's been through what you've been through, or read about someone who's going through the same challenge. Because guess what? You're going to get a different perspective, or you're going to find out how they were able to overcome the challenge you're going through. Because guess what? Whatever challenge you're going through, someone is going through it, or someone is going through it and come out victorious on the other side. So I want you to contact someone or research someone that's been through the same condition you're going through. And guess what? That's going to give you a different perspective. You're going to realize, oh, if X, Y, and Z went through this challenge, then guess what? I'm able to overcome this challenge. I'm able to go through it because X, Y, and Z was able to go through it. If you don't know anyone, go and research. Guess what? The best place to go is Mr. Google. Yes, you don't want to forget. Anything you type in will give you an answer. How do I lose weight? How do I overcome this disease? So how do I overcome my financial challenges? Anything you're going through, someone is going through it, or someone is been through it. So tactic number 2, I want you to contact someone that will give you again a different perspective on whatever you are going through. So again, number 1, a recap, is gratitude. Number 2 is contact someone. Okay. Number 3, I want you to make a non-negotiable decision that you are going to stay happy no matter what's going on around you. Make a non-negotiable decision that you are going to be happy no matter what you're going through. Why non-negotiable? Because guess what? Once you make a decision, it's like you're telling your mind and body and your soul that this is my stance. This is what I decide to choose. Because guess what? When you think about it, when you're going through that challenge, thinking bad thoughts is not going to take it away. So how about you change your perspective? That's why I love this word so much. So whenever you try to look at something from a different angle, it's going to give you a different perspective. So I want you to make a non-negotiable decision and say, yes, I'm going through this challenge. I may be diagnosed with a disease. I may be going through a health challenge. I may be going through a financial challenge. I may be going through a relationship challenge. But guess what? I choose to be happy no matter what. Because guess what? Wallowing in pity is not going to change the situation I'm going through. So I might as well choose to be happy. Put on your best smile and walk as if you've got no problems. I'm not saying you dismantle your problems. I'm telling you to change your mindset, because we all know mindset, it was one of the most important things that will shift your perspective. Mindset will shift your energy. Mindset will shift your vibration. And guess what? Even with that problem, you will still be able to move through life with a smile on your face. So gratitude, contact someone, make a non-negotiable decision that no matter what's going on, you're going to have a smile on your face. Yes, tactic number 4. Tactic number 4, I want you to set yourself daily goals. In fact, I will say that again. I want you to set yourself daily tiny steps towards your goals and dreams. Why? Because guess what? Most of the time, when we are faced with a challenge, guess what? All our mind, all our attention, all our energy is on the difficult situation we're going through. Now look at what the pandemic now, which is the only thing that when you turn on the news, that's the only thing you do. So how about you say, do you know what? For the next week, I'm not going to watch the news, because guess what? The news is only showing all the craziness that's going on. For the next week, I'm not going to watch the news, because the more news I watch, the more I become gloomy, the more I become negative, the more I think about the difficult situation I'm going through, the more I think about I'm going to lose my life, the more I think about I'm going to lose my loved one that's going through this difficult situation, or the pandemic, or even if it's you that's facing the difficult situation. And when you think about setting baby steps, I want you to ask yourself this question about setting yourself daily goals: is what's the minimum amount of action that I can do towards this goal? Because guess what? When you're so ingrained in your problems, you're not going to be able to see another way. So how about you shift your perspective and say, I'm just going to set myself just little baby steps on whatever challenge I'm going through. So I'm going to set myself a challenge to do something tiny that's leading me closer to my goals and dreams. I'm going to set something tiny that's going to help me move out of this situation I'm going through. If it's a health challenge, I'm going to walk 5 minutes across my block. I'm going to go to the gym for just 10 minutes. So set yourself tiny baby steps that will lead you closer to your goals and dreams. Because if you do that, it's going to give you a different perspective, right? Yes. So the next one is, I want you to take attention off yourself onto someone else. They say if you got so many problems, go and help someone else. So what can you do? You can make a phone call. What can you do? You can visit someone. So I want you to think of how you can help others, because when you start helping others, you're taking you're taking all your attention off yourself and onto someone else. Because once you do that, again, this is going to help you to see a different perspective that, yes, I'm helping others. And guess what? The most important thing is, when you help others, what happens? You start feeling good about yourself. That way you're not thinking so much about yourself. So that was tip number 5. So let's go through the tactics that will help you overcome the difficult challenges or take off your mind off the difficult challenges you are going through. Number one is I want you to practice gratitude on a daily basis. Number two, I want you to contact someone or check on someone that you know has been through the challenge you are going through. Number three, I want you to make a non-negotiable decision that you're not going to let anyone take you down. You're not going to let anyone make you inferior. Then I want you to go ahead and help someone. See, when you help someone, you're taking your mind off whatever you're doing and investing your energy into something else. Those were the tactics that I want you to practice that will help you go through difficult times. And as always, please do me a favor, comment, subscribe, and if you like these videos, share them with friends, share them with relatives, share them with a stranger you come across the street. So going through difficult times is not an easy thing. In fact, what I've also done is I'm setting up a 1-hour online seminar that's going to help you go through difficult times, where I'm going to share more tactics and I'm going to go deep into the details because I couldn't give everything in this 10-minute video. I'm going to put the links in the description on the seminar I'm doing. It's on the 3rd of July. It's gonna be just an hour from 12 to 1 o'clock. So thanks everyone for watching. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on next weekend's video. Have a fantastic time, and guys, remember, whatever you're going through, it's not come to stay, it's come to pass. Have a fantastic weekend. I love you, my fans. Mwah.